Hello, in this video I am going to show you environment variables. So there are two types of environment variables. There's a shell variable and then there's a regular environment variable. You can also think of them as local and global variables as well. So if I do echo $bash, we get this /bin/bash. So if you remember, this is very similar to what we've got here. So this is basically referring to, this variable bash has been set in Linux to point to where the bash is, where shell is. It's the same thing with $shell. That will print that out as well. So if I just put something random, nothing gets printed out because that's not a valid variable. Another variable that I know that I've got because I've set up cocos2d the game engine is cocos_console_root. We get the path to, this is where I set the actual game engine bin folder to. So to actually create our own, essentially, it's really simple. You put export, then the actual variable name. You don't need to put the dollar. You only use that when you're referring to it. So if I say epic, and I'm going to make it equal to hello, you can make it equal to, a string as well and put stuff inside of it if there's, spaces. And it could be a path as well. So I'll explain some use cases in a second. So if I just say hello, click enter, and now if I was to echo $epic, it says hello. Let me close this down. Let me reopen it. Let me echo that out again. It's no longer there. So that's a local variable. So if you are, let's say, if you have an instance of terminal open, you need to constantly be referring to maybe some directory. For some reason, maybe it's an image, some sort of file that you're modifying or constantly accessing. You can just basically do something like that. Maybe drag on the directory onto here, the path, and then essentially just keep referring to it as, $epic, for example. But if you wanted to persist when you close down the terminal, and you just want it to constantly be there so you can access it whenever, maybe you're adding some sort of application shortcut or some sort of command that you created, what you want to do is actually edit the bash rc file. So type in nano /.bash rc, click enter. Now we go onto this file. Now you just want to keep page down pressed till we get to the end. So as you can see, this is where the cocos console root is right here, and all you have to do is type in export and epic equals literally the same format, and to save it you press Ctrl X. Now press Y, and actually I just want to show you that again. So if I go to the end, I went a bit fast. So if I press Ctrl X, I didn't actually modify anything, so let me go back to the end. I'm going to say hello world for this one. So Control X, they say save modify buffer, click Y, then you'll say file name to write. You keep this the same because this is, it needs to overwrite it, click enter, then you're good to go. Now, if I do echo $epic, and sorry, we need to actually commit this. So to actually save the changes, we need to say source /.bash rc. Now if I say echo $epic, it says hello world. So if I open that again, it's still there even though I closed down terminal, and we can actually use it in here as well. So if I just say echo $epic, for example, yeah, that's it. So if I save that, and if I was to go to my desktop, that's where the file is. There it is, test.sh. And as you can see, it says hello world. Okay, so that's all you need to know regarding environment variables. Now, why might you want to use it? So you might want to use it for some sort of command shortcut. So in terminal, if let's say you create some sort of script file in terminal, you want to be able to, let's say, type in, I don't know, epic script or whatever, and you want that to open something up, and obviously by typing epic script it should initiate that sort of command. And you can do some really epic stuff as well. Obviously feel free to go through the nano file, or you need to refer to that directory constantly, maybe some sort of library you've created, and instead of constantly put in the path to it. One, that's tedious. Two, that directory might change. Whereas if you just have a environment variable, maybe it's called your application name. Let's just call it image loader, for example. As long as you don't change the environment variable name, doesn't matter what you change the path to, as long as it's valid, it'll keep working. So that is, local and global variables, also known as shell and environment variables. If you have any questions, feel free to pop me a message. And as usual, I look forward to seeing you in the next video.